Hello everyone. Welcome to digital learning platform of Shri Guru Sudhindra BCA BBA College Bhatkar. This is BBA 6th semester production management. In that the continuation of quality control. That is next concept is steps in quality control. The first one is formulate quality policy. See, it is the first and foremost responsibility of every organization to set up a quality standards, or else bringing an concept of quality in the management, that is called as formulation, or uh, bring into a practical concept in the organization, that is formulate quality policy. Second one is set the standards or specifications on the basis of customers preference, cost and profit. This is the second step in quality control. So if you want to be implement, you should first set the standards, so that it is very easy later to compare the actual one with the standard one. So that you just set the standard for quality, so that quality has to be set on the basis of customer preference, cost and profit. Next, third step is select inspection plan and set up procedure for checking. See, if anything you have implemented, you should just check it out after some period of time. So for that you have to be set up the procedure, or else it is also called as inspection plan. Okay, so once you have set up, once you have implemented that concept, quality concept, you have to be go for identification of deviations or errors. Deviations is also called as errors. Okay, that means now now we are in fourth stage or fourth step, that is comparison of actual performance with the standard performance. Okay, that is called as detect deviations from set standards, that is called as identification of the errors. So once you have started the comparison, it is very easy to identifying the errors. Okay, next, fifth one is take corrective actions or necessary changes to achieve standards. So if any deviations, if any errors occurs, for that errors you need to be implement the corrective actions, so that quality concepts will be perfectly implemented in the organization. We'll go for the next step. Next, sixth step is decide how the defective parts are disposed of. See, now we are applying this quality concept on manufactured products. So quality control is also involving the inspection. In the inspection you will came to know that how many products are damaged, how many products are scrapped. So all those scrapped items or scrapped products, how you will dispose of? You cannot thrown out simply somewhere else, it is not possible. So you just decide yourself how the defective parts are disposed of. Next, seventh step is coordination of quality problems. See, every organization should possess the quality control department. Okay, these quality control departments should exchange the informations related to the quality concepts, so through that they can sort out the quality problems. Okay, next, eighth step is developing quality consciousness both within and outside the organization. Inside the organization, quality consciousness has to be comes in the mind of employees, that means how to improve the quality. Outside the organization, you have to be bring the quality consciousness among the mindset of consumers. So you just develop the quality consciousness. And last step is developing procedures for good vendor-vendee relations. Vendor means the one who give, Vendee means the one who take. That is called as vendor-vendee relation. Vendor here, the manufacturer of the goods. So he is giving the goods to the customers. Vendee means the consumer who will take the goods from the manufacturer. So like this, you have to be develop that procedure for good vendor and vendee relations. Okay, these are the steps involved in quality control. Now we'll go for benefits of quality control. So if in the organization, if the quality concept is there, what are the benefits? Okay, or if you are having an effective control over the quality, what are the benefits to the organization? First one is reduction in cost. Definitely there will not be too much waste on the product, because you have brought the concept of quality. Your product is involving quality, so that there will be reduction in cost in every aspects, before manufacturing the product, after manufacturing the product, or and even during the manufacturing of the product, cost will be decreased. Next, second one is uniformity. See, every customer or every consumer, he is expecting the uniformity in the product. If your product is including default, then they will just reject that goods. So follow the uniformity, or follow up of uniformity is very important. So if you are having quality concept in your organization, definitely it is very helpful to bring the uniformity in the product. Third one is improvement in the morale of employees. I told in the beginning that quality concept has to be bring in all the diagnosis, in all respects, in all angles. That is, it has to be takes place on the side of the employees also. If the quality you are given to the employees, definitely a morale or mental satisfaction of the employees will also increase. Because any organization you take, reputed organization, if the employees are highly satisfied, it means that they are maintaining the quality. That is the only one concept which is very helpful to build up a dignity or reputation of the organization. Okay, next, fourth one is maximum utilization of the resources. Definitely, if you are having the quality concept in your industry or in your unit, then it is possible to utilizing the resources to a maximum extent. Okay, it may be whatever resources, men, money, material, whatever it may be, so you can utilizing to a maximum extent. Next, fifth one is increase in sales. And definitely quality, if you are having quality, everyone will purchase your product. Definitely it is automatically a sales will be increase, or your product is becoming popular, in other words we can say that. Okay, next, sixth benefit of quality control is consumer satisfaction. Of course, consumer satisfaction we can measure in terms of if they are repeatedly purchasing your product, it means that they are satisfied from your product. So like this, we can discuss about benefits of quality control. Next, we will go for the concept SQC. Separately we will discuss this concept, statistical quality control. So what is this statistical quality control? So I will tell you in the name itself, the meaning. Statistical quality control, use of statistical tools in order to control over the quality. That is called as statistical quality control. Or we can say that use of statistical techniques. What are those? Dear students, we have already discussed statistical quality control techniques. They are nothing but charts. That is X bar chart, R chart, C chart and NP chart. They are the most powerful tools which are used in maintaining the quality concept in the organization. That's why they are separately discussed this concept, that is statistical quality control. So what is the application of statistical techniques to accept or reject products already produced, or it is the application of statistical techniques to determine how far the product conforms to the standards of quality and precision. and to what extent its quality deviates from the standard quality. Very beautifully they have defined, they have given the concept statistical quality control. It is used only to find out whether your production process is under control or not, whether your all products including standard quality or not. So in all respects this statistical quality control is very helpful. For the need, this concept is very important. Okay, it is the application of statistical techniques to accept or reject the products already produced. Okay, that is called as SQC. I'll go for the next concept, acceptance sampling. What is this acceptance? I already told in the types of quality control. Remember students, types of quality control. Once again they have discussed separately what is this acceptance sampling. They may ask for 2 marks in final exam. Okay, acceptance sampling. There are 4 types of quality control. In that acceptance sampling is there, inspection is there, and SQC is there, and process control is there, I think. Okay, we have discussed in the previous slides, but still, what is acceptance sampling? Acceptance sampling is a process of inferring the quality of a large number of items based on the quality of small sample of the items. So you are come to a conclusion that whether that item is possessing involve or not. How you will come to a conclusion? By selecting the small number of items from the large number of items. That is called as acceptance sampling. So acceptance samplings might be used by a customer to evaluate the quality of incoming materials, or by a producer to evaluate the quality of outgoing product. So acceptance sampling concept is used everywhere. See, I will give you one common example. If there are one bucket of tomatoes are there, how you will check whether the tomato is tomato of that bucket, all the tomatoes of that bucket is perfect? You will take one tomato and you will check it. That means from the 500 tomatoes you have taken one tomato. Based upon that one tomato quality you will decide about, you will judge about other tomatoes. So I mean, this is a common. Don't give this example in the final exam. This is for your understanding I told you. Okay, acceptance sampling means you are inferring the quality of large number of items based on the quality of small sample of the items. Okay, that is called as accept. So from that you will come to a conclusion that whether you are going to accept that product or you will reject the product. That is called as acceptance sampling. Thank you.